They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Off of play action, here's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the Rams at 4-3, a game over 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up. Right, 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 15. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Returning from his own end zone, Darian Kendrick. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Stafford on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They go back to the ground with Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Williams. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Williams again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. Well, he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Debo going in motion left. Samuel going to go in motion right. There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Kendrick going to bring this one out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stafford going to change it up here.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
To the right side, and complete to Atwell.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter. Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Big 20. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game. Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way. But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick. You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Samuel in motion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Purdy.
That's complete right around the 8.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
A quick throw completed by Purdy.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. In motion left goes a tight end.
McCaffrey going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point try now for Moody.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Niners 21, Rams 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Kendrick going to bring this one out.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And the Rams first down.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing again is Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
San Francisco.
Purdy looking to throw.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Play action. Stafford.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And now Stafford's going to move him around.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They snap it to Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And they take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be